Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and the beautiful 24. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful Sheila and Deacon adopt. Luna returns with new family. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, is long overdue for a juicy storyline. Penelope Poppy Nozoa, Romy Park, is still processing Luna Nozoa's, Lisa Yamada, actions. After Poppy does some thinking, it's quite possible she will brush her hands of Luna or even disown her. However, Matsuda hinted at Luna's return, so could Sheila and Deacon Sharp, scene canon, end up adopting Luna? Keep reading to find out what could happen next with this storyline. B&B spoilers reveal that Sheila was saved after being left for dead by Janet Sugar Weber, Kimberlyn Brown. After that situation, Sheila claimed to be a changed woman. Tom Starr, Clint Howard, married Deacon and Sheila. However, the newlyweds' joy was soon shadowed by Tom and Paul Hollister's Hollis W. Chambers deaths. Even though Poppy was arrested for the double murders, Luna soon was forced into confessing. Luna kidnapped Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McKins Wood, and kept her in a cage. However, John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, ended up saving Steffi as Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, took down Luna. Everyone was stunned to learn about Luna's crimes. Even Deacon and Sheila were baffled by the real killer being Luna. What was really interesting was the look on Sheila's face, as if she felt understanding or some kind of empathy toward Luna. Sheila didn't say anything, but it was just a certain look on her face when Luna's crimes were being discussed. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Poppy has been staying with Lai since Luna's arrest. Lai told Finn that Poppy isn't doing well and is still processing. Lee sneered as she talked about Luna framing Poppy. Lai is a fierce supporter, but unlike other soap chicks, she rarely forgives betrayals. So I could totally see Lai pushing Poppy to forget Luna ever existed. Speaking of Poppy, she is also determined to stay with Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. Even though Poppy is staying with Lai right now, she lets Bill know how much she still loves him. Poppy also told Katie Logan, Heather Tom, that she wasn't giving up on Bill. So it sounds like a fierce new chapter is ahead for Poppy. About a week ago on Instagram, Mastudza posted a photo of her with Lisa Yamada. Matsuda raved about Yamada's acting and said she was looking forward to working with her again soon. Now, Matsuda might have meant other projects. However, she said soon. I have to wonder if Luna might return, and much sooner than anyone thinks. If Poppy disowns Luna, then could Sheila and Deacon adopt the young villain? Luna is really like a Lil Sheila. Plus, Sheila craves a relationship with her son and can't have it, so this could give the reformed villain more purpose. Perhaps Sheila can guide Luna in a way that Poppy can't. After all, Sheila has been where Luna is right now. The air in Los Angeles was thick with tension as Deacon Sharp paced around his apartment. His thoughts bounced between his current problems and an unexpected proposition Sheila Carter had made just days ago. It was something that rattled him to his core, yet it also stirred a dormant desire in him. The offer? Adoption. Sheila wanted to adopt a child with him. He had always known that Sheila was a loose cannon, dangerous, unpredictable, and always scheming. Yet there was a part of her that seemed genuine, especially when it came to her desires for family. Despite all her mistakes, Sheila had a deep-seated yearning for connection. Deacon couldn't deny that they shared a certain chemistry and, more surprisingly, a bond that made them click in the most unlikely ways. Adopt a child, Sheila? Deacon had asked, still incredulous when she proposed the idea. Sheila's intense green eyes softened, something rare for her. Yes, Deacon, we could do it together. Think about it. A family, a fresh start. A fresh start. Deacon couldn't deny that the idea tempted him. His relationship with his daughter Hope had been a roller coaster ride over the years. He had missed out on being a stable presence in her life, and a part of him yearned to be the father he never truly got the chance to be. Maybe this was his shot. Still, he couldn't shake the doubts. Sheila's past was far from spotless, and adopting a child with her? The idea was wild, even by Deacon's standards. Sheila, are you really serious about this? Deacon asked as they sat together in his dimly lit living room. You know the risks, right? This isn't just some con or scheme, right? Sheila placed her hand on his arm, her grit firm but not aggressive. I know I've messed up more times than I can count, but I want to change. I want something real, Deacon. And you. I see it in you too. We both need this. Deacon looked into her eyes, and for a moment saw a glimmer of sincerity. He couldn't ignore the pull. The thought of a second chance was intoxicating, especially for someone like him. But there were so many unknowns. Would they even be allowed to adopt with their reputations? Would Sheila's past come back to haunt them, as it always seemed to do? Then, just as Deacon was about to respond, there was a knock at the door. Who could that be? Deacon muttered, walking to the door and opening it. Standing in front of him was a face he hadn't seen in what felt like a lifetime. Luna. The last time Luna was in Los Angeles, she had left under mysterious circumstances, and no one had seen or heard from her since. But now, here she was, looking stronger and more radiant than ever, with a child in her arms and another figure standing behind her. A man Deacon didn't recognize. Luna? Deacon blinked, barely believing his eyes. Deacon, it's been a long time, Luna said with a soft smile, her eyes flickering with nostalgia and a bit of apprehension. I know this is unexpected, but I needed to come back. I needed to show you my family. Deacon stepped aside, letting Luna and her new family into his apartment. Sheila, who had been sitting on the couch, raised an eyebrow as she observed the situation. Luna sat down, carefully holding the child, a boy who couldn't have been more than a year old. The man with her, introduced as Derek, took a seat beside her, his hand resting on her shoulder with a sense of protective ease. Luna, what happened? Where have you been all this time? Deacon asked, still stunned. Luna sighed deeply. I had to leave, Deacon. I needed a clean break. There were things happening in my life that I couldn't control. And, well, I didn't know who I was anymore. But then I met Derek, and everything changed. We started a new life together, and now we have our son Leo. I know it's sudden, but I missed everyone here. I missed you. Deacon nodded, processing the news. I'm glad you're happy, Luna. Really. But why come back now? Is there something else going on? Luna hesitated, her eyes darting to Derek before looking back at Deacon. The truth is, we're looking for support. Leo, well, there are some health complications, and we're exploring every option. We've heard that LA has some of the best specialists. I know it's a lot to ask, but we were hoping we could stay for a while, maybe even get help from the Foresters. Deacon exchanged a glance with Sheila, who had been uncharacteristically quiet throughout the exchange. There was something brewing in Sheila's mind, but for once she seemed to be holding back, observing instead of dominating the conversation. You can stay here as long as you need, Deacon offered without hesitation, despite the weight of Sheila's earlier proposition still hanging in the air. Thank you, Deacon, Luna said softly, relief evident in her voice. After Luna and her family settled in for the night, Deacon found himself back in the living room with Sheila. She leaned against the window, her arms crossed as she looked out into the night. You didn't say much back there, Deacon said, standing beside her. What's going on in that head of yours? Sheila turned to him, a small, almost sad smile on her lips. You're a good man, Deacon, more than you give yourself credit for. Deacon laughed, shaking his head. You really think so? You don't exactly have a track record of keeping good men around, Sheila. Sheila's expression softened again. Maybe not, but I can change. And so can you. I meant what I said earlier. I want a family with you, Deacon. But seeing Luna today, it reminded me of something important. Family doesn't have to be conventional. Maybe adopting a child together is still in the cards for us. But even if it's not, we can make our own family. You, me, Luna. Even that new little boy of hers. We can be more than just the misfits of Los Angeles. Deacon stared at her, the weight of her words sinking in. Could they really be that? A family, even if it wasn't the one they originally envisioned. The night was silent, but for the first time in a long while, Deacon felt a flicker of hope. Maybe, just maybe, Sheila was right.